Did you start your whole career just dubbing your own videos online 15 years ago?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. When I was longer than 15 years.
18? 20?
Oh, man. Before I got like my first audition, I was doing it when I was like 12. I don't know. I just knew what I wanted to do. So we would do like Sailor Moon. We would dub Sailor Moon and other shows like that. And
where were you throwing those videos up?
Oh, man. There were message boards for like aspiring voice actors. And that's all we really had before, because this is before YouTube. It was so long ago. But we would just post them on boards, and then people would comment like, that was really great. And, we're all like kids. Like, I think you should work on your breath control and some, things like that. And that's how I started doing it. And, years later, a lot of the major voiceover actors now, we are all on this board coming up together. I wonder if there's something like that now.
There must be.
There must be a Reddit or something. But now everything's on YouTube and TikTok.
Did you ever upload your videos to YouTube back then?
Yes.
And that was before you started landing roles?
Yeah, it helped me land roles.
So did you know to leverage the internet in your favor? It all just happened to work out?
It was all brand new. I started uploading songs to YouTube. I just love doing them. And it was for that board. Like, oh, this is an easier way. Like, everybody could just click and wow, it's streaming. You don't have to download it. So I did that. And I had some songs go like kind of like viral to the point where I would be in like a coffee shop and people would be playing my songs. Like, have you heard this like English version of this Haruhi Suzumiya song? I'm like, oh my God, that's me. And I would have these songs, I'd post them, and they would like get hundreds of thousands of views like overnight. It was really insane and crazy.
How'd that make you feel at that time that people were finding your stuff?
I was so excited. Like, it was a really good feeling. Still to this day, like creating music, like that's the only thing in my life where I have like complete creative control over, So that's what I was experiencing back then before I was booking voiceover work.
At what point did you switch from wanting to be the animator to the voiceover?
Oh, man. That's a good question. I think I've always just loved animation, and I was always doing both. But, oh, man, I wish I could tell you when I switched over. I really don't know. It just kind of happened gradually, I think.
And then you just fell in love with the art of voice acting and you realized you had a talent for it?
I mean, I wasn't very good when I was starting out, to be honest. Like, I had a really thick, I only speak English, really, but I have like a really thick accent, and I still have it, and it just kind of is what makes my voice. But at the beginning, like, people were like, you need to like work on your accent. I'm like, what accent? I grew up in California. I'll figure it out.
Right, my accent. Okay, yeah. Got it.
Accent. But yeah, I worked with a vocal coach who was awesome, PJ Auckland, and he was really great because he was like, hey, you don't have an accent, but we can make some of like your sounds that your mouth makes a little bit more to what people are used to hearing. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do that. But he was very sweet about being like, never lose like your uniqueness, but in case they ask you to, here's what you can do, Yeah.
So it was a lot of training to really work on that?
It was just, honestly, I went to him like twice. And what I ended up doing was learning how to speak with a British RP accent, received pronunciation.
What's an RP?
RP is like the very, I don't want to do it in case they're watching, but like the very like royal family, like everything's crisp and articulated and just like beautifully worded. And then I pulled it down from there, and I haven't received that note at all.